Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tera. This is your girl SygyllSyren, and right now we're in Velica. So for those of you who have already forgotten, in the last video we started out playing an Elin Brawler. We went through character creation and most of the tutorial. Now if you skip the tutorial, you actually end up not in Velica, but in the place right after Velica. So technically we're still in tutorial right now. But, or at least a good bit further than before. So, right now, we need to go speak with Legate Troyes.
You need my help?
SHAREfactory from the expedition to the Isle of Dawn? I don't have you on the list. Can I see your papers? Captain Dougal speaks highly of you. Very well then. Welcome to Velica. I'm Troyes, the Federation Legate. My job is to make sure new recruits get oriented, and more importantly, know where to find headquarters. Dougal wants you to report to him, but you've got time to tour the city first. If you get lost, just ask any guard for directions.
You need my help?
Cool. Okay, so now we can finally summon a horse. Is what that little summon gelding thing is. And if I am mispronouncing things, I do apologize. Inventory trick. Oh, one last thing. Are you close to running out of space for items acquired on your travels? Visit Getty and Freedom Plaza to expand your inventory. Your first expansion is free and the rest are reasonably priced. But please make sure to save some money for your next Pegasus flight. Okie dokie. So, that's actually something new that they added from when I first started playing. You didn't used to be able to get free inventory, a free inventory expansion. You had to pay for all of them. But, new weapon! Ooh, these are kind of shinier than the old ones. Just by a little bit. And then we're going to use this so we can learn that skill. And so now, when we hit L3, we have a little horsey to ride around on. Okay, so these are, obviously, if the little fairy is telling us, city teleporters. We're going to hit the Freedom Plaza, because that's the one that's closest to headquarters. And that's where we need to go right now. And that's also where that inventory guy is, so. Loading. Welcome to Velica. So, we're gonna go this way. So we need to have a chat with one of the guys. I believe yeah, that one right there.
Don't push yourself so hard.
This isn't really a story thing, so I'm just gonna skip through that. New skill? What could it possibly be? And then some upgrades. Velic's Horn. Okay, so what Velic's Horn does is it's really simple, as you can see here. You teleport to Velica, which is really good if you get lost, which I have a bad habit of doing because I have no sense of direction even when there's a map right in front of my face, as well as if you just need to get to a Pegasus quickly.
I have a moment for you.
You must be SygyllSyren. I've heard about you from Dougal. The Federation has been waiting for a warrior like you to join. We've heard all about what you did at the Island of Dawn. Is this your first time in Velica? What? How can you not know what the Federation is? You know the Argons have invaded northern Shara, right? The Federation was founded to stop the Argons. Do they not get any news at all out on the Island of Dawn? Or, wait, are you just nervous about being here? Yes, nervous. That must be it. Well, don't worry. Commander Seer is looking forward to meeting you. He's waiting for you inside. Oh, wait, before you go in, Dougal wanted you to have this. Oh, where did it go? It was right here. Hang on for just a second.
How can I help?
That was a close one. So many people coming in and out, I thought I made a big mistake. Here it is. Dougal wanted you to read this before you went inside. So we're gonna go to inventory. I'm gonna scroll over here.
I'm here to help.
If you receive this letter, you've arrived in Velica and are about to enter headquarters. There's a few things you need to know first. I've shared your cover story about being a recruit on the island of Dawn, but some people are still suspicious. We're doing our best to track down the traitor, but it's going to take some time. Until then, your real story is classified. I'll do my best to protect you from Federation politics, but I recommend you get out of the city and back into the field as soon as possible. Okay. Well, I was lacking skills on me, bud.
Another impudent youth.
Don't pretend you don't recognize me, the brightest of all Justicars, Baruch. Ha, guess you're the new recruit. Yeah, I heard what you did on the island of Dawn. Dougal's been blathering about it all day. I've just met you and I'm already tired of you. Well, it's an honor to meet you. Honor doesn't pay the bills. That was a joke. I don't expect some backwater conscript to know how to show proper respect, let alone have the gold to provide a proper gift. Let me give you some advice, kid. Killing some monsters on some island most people have never heard of won't make you a star here. Everyone here can do what you did. Only the best and brightest are chosen by Commander Samael. Now get going. I understand. For future reference, nobody likes that guy. He's an asshole. Like, legit. No one fucking likes him. Anyway. Running. There we go.
What shall we speak of?
So many soldiers flowing through this building. From the island, right. From the island. So, welcome to the Valkyrian Federation. Your full records haven't arrived yet, but you impressed Captain Dougal, so I'm sending you to the Arcadia Province. Our most experienced soldiers are serving on the Argonne front, leaving us nothing but raw recruits to protect our settlers in the Fey Forest. So when I find someone who can take initiative, I take notice. Now, let me bring you up to speed on the situation.
Velica, City of Wheels. Capital of the Valkyrian Federation and bastion of civilization on the continent of our rune. We've gathered here, human, high elf, Aman, Baraka, Kastanik, Popori, and Elin, to withstand a menace we could not face alone. The Argons. Across the sea on the continent of Shara, our armies are fighting the Argon threat to a standstill. For now. But the Argons aren't the only danger. Not by a long shot. With our army on the Argon front, monsters on our frontiers have become bolder. They've plundered entire towns, and we can't let the home front collapse. We hope that the fighting spirit of our youth can make up for the numbers we lack. Who knows, maybe you're the next alien. Valek knows we could use one.
Well, then. A lot of pressure.
Without our
a little
youth,
bit.
the Federation is nothing.
So you see, SygyllSyren, it's not all front lines and glorious battle. The Federation needs troops on a variety of fronts as best suits their capabilities. Once you've proven yourself in Arcadia, we can talk about giving you somewhat more glamorous assignments. Are you ready to carry out your first official assignment? Yes, sir! Splendid! Commander Samael has your deployment orders. It was good to meet you, SygyllSyren. I expect good things from you.
Everyone is asking me about what you did on the island of Dawn. Don't get cocky. Impressive to them, but it takes more than that to impress me. And I have little tolerance for glory hounds like you. Kids these days, no sense of proportion. Now get out of here. Our headquarters will start to smell like pigling.
You know, I just came from the Island of Dawn, and I don't remember seeing you there. Oh well, all you new recruits look alike to me anyway. Now listen up. Our settlers in Arcadia are in constant danger. The Fae are acting up, refugees are flooding into Lumbertown, and we can't get supplies or medicine out there fast enough. I'll be honest, it's a backwater posting, but prove to me you've got the initiative Dougal says you do, and I'll see to it you get into the thick of things fast. What do you say? Thank you.
What?
Pay attention and follow orders. You gotta keep your mind on the big picture. Trust me to know it, and I'll trust you to believe in it. Or I'll boot you to some frozen pit north of Kaitor before you can say, Velik preserve me. Crescentia needs your help. Needs our help. There are Devas raiding supply lines throughout the area. Zatario Nakiel is launching counter-operations from a command post at Bulwark Camp in Oblivion Woods. See what you can do to help him. Hideable.
What can I tell you?
I've heard what you did, blah blah blah. Bulwark Camp, yes, I recall they asked for reinforcements. Take a ride on the Pegasus to Crescentia. You can use the teleporter in town when you get there. Say hello to Ferris for me. He's an old friend. The flight manager will help you with Pegasus.
For a moment of peace. Depart now.
This is where they explain. Basically, that was just her explaining how Pegasi work, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, but there's a spot on the map that if you're not allowed to go there, it won't let you go there. So. I do apologize for the lag glitches here and there. It gets the worst in Velica just because that's my main city, so this is an MMORPG, meaning there's hundreds of players online constantly. So even though it's like 5 o'clock in the morning where I'm at right now, there's still a ton of people chatting in that main city. So the more players you have in one area, the more it's gonna lag. So please don't hate me for that. But anyway. By the way, guys, I've gotten a couple more games since my last video. One of them being Goat Simulator, which I haven't watched anyone else play it. I know a lot of people have, but I'm trying not to watch it so that when I kind of like playing games that I don't really know much about, because then I'm learning it as I'm going, and it just gives you a more accurate idea of how bad I suck at video games and where I was learning. So I'm thinking I might do a series of videos on that one as well. To kind of go hand in hand with this one that I'm doing. go ahead and give me an idea of what you guys think about that. And let's see. Another one is what's it called? What's it
You need
called?
my help?
You can use it to go bullet camp. He's waiting for you. Gotta go do this. Now, I will warn you, these are like stupid expensive. Most of the time. Well, unless they lower the prices since the last time I played, which I think they might have. But Infamous, that's what I was trying to think of. The other game I have is Infamous, so I'm thinking of doing a series of videos on that one. If maybe one or two people who are watching want to go ahead and give me a shout of which one you guys would rather see.
You get what you pay for in this life.
Along with this series.
You need something from me?
Who was done, SkySyren? The hard part is over. Now we just need to apply the poultices to wounded. Start with these two, will you? And don't take no for an answer. I know the poultices don't smell too good, but it's the fastest way to get them back on their feet and fighting shit.
Watch her back around here.
Oh no, you're not putting that stuff on me. Do you have any idea how sensitive my sense of smell is? Just let me die.
Do I know you?
Oh, wait, what is that you're putting on me? It smells like Cutthroat Harbor at low tide. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Eh? Oh, hello.
Quit complaining, I know what that tastes like. You'll be back in shape in no time. Thank you, ShAREfactory. You gathered the flowers with that crude sickle, didn't you? Each object has a tool that's suited to it. You should know which one to use when you're near a given object. Here, take these. They should help you on your journey. Thanks again, ShAREfactory.
You need something from me?
Now we're ready to talk about the Devas. After the Devan Empire invaded and we pushed them back, the Devas scattered and many of them holed up in the Oblivion Woods. They weren't particularly troublesome, but now they've got new weapons. Quality stuff. Clearly they're getting organized, and we need to take out their leaders before they become more than just a nuisance. I sent my best scout to spy on them and find that out. His name is Chama, and he knows the Devas better than anybody. I'd like you to go help him. Head up the hillside path to the east there, and look for Chama and his patrol. Oh, and I almost forgot, there's something you need to know about the weapon I just gave you.
You get what you pay for in this life.
To unlock its potential, you want to enchant it. Use relic fragments and gold to enchant it. You should enchant this one to +3 as soon as you can. As you grow in power, you'll find weapons that can be enchanted to as high as +9. Cool.
You need something from me?
Oh, and take out some of those blasted stone beaks on the way to Chama. The more of them you kill, the easier it'll be for us to hold this position. Okay, so from what he said, we now have a new weapon. Ooh, that looks cool. And is this where I need to go change here? Don't think so. It must be an inventory. Cool. Okay, so that's how you do that. Cool. One required. We're going to enchant. Continue. And we're just going to keep enchanting. For 2 plus 3. Ooh, look how pretty and glowy they are. Another hit a fuckload harder. Hey, that's a ninja. I think I made a friend. I think I made a friend. Will you be my friend? Will you be my friend?
The honor is mine.
Good, because I could use the help. Here, take these supplies and suit up. It looks like your gear has seen better days.
Allies are always welcome.
Ooh. Yay. Cute. And then we're also going to add these armor, because that gives you a lot more power and defense as well. Dark shard. Nice. Vision circle. So that one's for armor. So what we're gonna do, yeah, we cannot enchant that at the moment, but can go ahead and do some skill upgrades. Nice. Okay, so that flying skill we just got, that is a time limit, but what it does is it gives us a flying mount, which is fucking awesome. 7 days. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use that so I can get XP a little faster, a little stronger. To enchant gear and it's level 130, to 9, combine 5 of them into one tier 2 feedstock. And when outcast, a petalist used in enchanting produces bonuses up to +9, usable on tier 1 equipment only. Okay. Flying skill. That is awesome. So I'm not going to use that just yet. Because that is a time limit thing. I want to get it through.
Greetings, soldier.
look ready for battle.
Good work, SygyllSyren. While you kept them busy, I slipped through the fences and found their command post. It's well guarded and armed with stolen supplies. And to work our way there, take out some of these Davis on the way. Be sure to grab the money they're carrying. I'm sure the townspeople would like to have it back.
For the Federation.
There we go.
Why are you here?
Great work, SygyllSyren. We've got it from here. You should take those supplies on to Crescentia. The townspeople will be grateful for their return. Oh, and do what you can to clear out some of those spore walkers between here and town.
Feel the flow of magic. Strengthen your mind.
Cool. So, next up, I'm headed to the Devon encampment. By the way, I'm sure you guys have noticed, there's a lot of fast-forwardy bits. So, there's a lot of, like, grinding, stuff where there's not really much to explain. It's more or less just, go kill this thing. So I'm probably going to fast forward through most of the non-major fights, just because the grindy stuff where I'm killing 15 of this, 5 of that, just gets really boring and old. As well as the running around from here to there can get kind of boring and get kind of old, so I'm probably going to be fast forwarding through a good bit of this. So anyway,
Well, confidence isn't your problem.
so I hear that even as a recruit, you've done some pretty amazing things for the Valkyrian Federation, and now you need a guide to the Vanguard outpost? Well, maybe we can help each other. Hendry keeps asking for reinforcements, but these Keeners just aren't ready. They've got the nerve, but not the experience, and I can't train them fast enough. So let's do this. I'll tell one of my recruits to guide you to the outpost, but you'll really be protecting them from all the undead between here and there. Does that work for you? Good. Keep him alive, but don't be afraid to let him get his hands dirty, okay? Hey, I need a volunteer to escort this brawler to Vanguard outpost. Okay, and so basically I get to pick one of these guys.
You need my help?
And I'll keep you safe. There are a lot of undead monsters between here and there. A lot.
You need my help? You need my help?
Okay, so the leaders are dead? That's good news. Although from what you're telling me, we'll have to step our efforts against Dacanius. Our agents spying on his camp haven't reported of unusual activity, so maybe Dacanius doesn't know they're dead yet. That said, I seldom heard from two of my scouts, Kenny and Pintusa. It might be nothing, but if you could check in with them, SygyllSyren, it'd be a big help. Consider it done. You killed the assault leaders? Well done. That would definitely explain why the Davids are gathering around vortex shards for a ritual. They must be trying to increase Dacanius' power for the oncoming attack on Crescentia. We need to destroy at least one of the vortex shards. They're not the source of Dacanius' power. I was waiting for Pintusa to arrive, but she's overdue, and the ritual is happening right now. Think you can do it? Good work, SHAREfactory. Dicanius is going to be out for blood now. We need to get out of here before he finds us. But we need to get Cantusa before we go. If Cantusa wasn't able to get away earlier, she's probably inside Dicanius' compound. I'll get her while you clear us the pathways of Devon's brigand. Just move fast and kill anyone who spots you. I'll locate Cantusa and meet you by the compound. Are you ready? Can't find Cantusa anywhere. She's not dead, and or these Devon scum would all be talking about it. Wait, do you hear that? It sounds like someone moaning. It's Cantusa. She's been captured. The Davis must have found out she's not one of them. We have to rescue her. Let's go. You're too late, you can't save yourself. But listen, this is important. Dicanius, he's... You know very clearly you're making it. I won't make it out of Davis Silva. You'll have to deliver my report. Dicanius, he's made with cultists of Loke.
Dicanius was asking a high priestess for forgiveness. He said that his magic wasn't strong enough to corrupt the Fey Forest. The High Priestess said not to worry, that their next step would be even bigger. She ordered Dicanius to keep attacking Arcania Province. Then they spotted me. I ran. But not fast enough. I can't go any farther. Tell the Primus that I tried.
Dicanius must be stopped. He was headed north of Davis Silva. Don't waste your time, I'll just slow you down. You can't let Dicanius get away. Promise me you'll stop him. She is my best friend. We've known each other since we were children. You did it, SygyllSyren. Thank you. And Cantusa will be able to rest in peace. What's that you found? Some kind of token? This is the symbol of Loke on it. Cantusa was right. The Davis are in league with the Loke, and this proves it. off, bitch. It's just... Anyway. You can rest now, Conducer. Decanius is dead. This is bad. Lope was the epitome of evil. He murdered Balder and nearly destroyed the world. If his cultists somehow restore him to life, the entire world would fall into chaos and ruin. It's hard to say. Certainly we can attack cultists, perhaps by cutting them off from the Deva raiders. Clearly the cultists are supplying the Devas with the weapons and using them as shock troops, so we need to destroy their armory. I'll work on finding hard proof of the cultists' involvement so we can show it to Hendry, and he can show it to the garrison commander in Velica. Meanwhile, you should go destroy those weapons. Come and find me at the crossroads when you're done. Over there in the sanctuary, cultists. Contusa was right. The cultists are working with the Devas to destabilize the Oblivion Woods. We might never have learned this without her sacrifice. No, there are too many. We need reinforcements. But I'm worried if we go back to more troops, the Devas and the cultists will scatter and we'll be back to square one. What do you think we should do, SygyllSyren? Okay then, let's do this. If we're to succeed, we need to kill the Reavers of Resurrection and the Ebonheart Sorcerers, as well as their leader, a real beast named Basanius. Yeah. That does it. There's still plenty of cultists, but without Basanius and his alliance with the Devas, they're not much of a threat. Once again, SygyllSyren, you've done Crescentia and Lumber Town an immeasurable service. Thank you. Let's report this. Something's bothering you, and Contessa told us about the meeting she witnessed between Decanius and the cultists. She said the cultists were the High Priestess. Basanius is a male, and the Reavers and Sorcerers we could are all male. So where is High Priestess? And come to think about it, where are all the weapons? The cultists were supplying Decanius with weapons, but there are none here. Where did they come from? They sure didn't forge them here. Let's look around here some more. Look, a secret passage. Let's get in there before it closes. You're right, I just got ahead of myself. Although I might have a solution. An invisibility potion. There's only enough for one of us, though, and the duration is very short, so it'll have to be a quick reconnaissance and straight back out. You're better at this than I am, SygyllSyren. Take the potion and head on it, and good luck. This Tetra must be the High Priestess Kentusa told us about. She already knew the assault leader was dead, so this surprise assembly probably means she knows about Decanius now, too. I think it's time to report in. We learned a lot. Are you ready?
You need my help?
Glad to have you back. Camille was just telling me about what you found, and about Kentusa. She'll be missed. She was a good scout and a good friend. Thanks for pitching in, SHAREfactory.
You need my help?
So it's not just a motley band of Daven deserters. It's an organized cult pulling the strings. Worse still, we had no idea that their supply base was in the woods, right under our noses. And without your help, SYren, this information might never have reached us. Of course, the information does us no good unless we manage to clear the cultists out of the Oblivion Woods. Yesterday, I sent some of my best scouts into Bestial Vale looking for the entrance to the Bastion of Loke. To get into the Vale, report to Isla. She'll tell you where to find the scouts, so you can help them find the cultist stronghold.
You need my help? Farewell, hero.
Okay. So I think that's about where I'm going to stop for tonight. So, we have uncovered that there are cultists pulling the strings and causing serious problems around here. Actually, hold on. Before I sign off, one last thing I do want to do. Titans Empire. Okay. Okay, so we got a bunch of new stuff there, okay, we're going to put better jewelry on. There we go. I'm gonna go here. Oh my goodness! You can see my legs! Ooh, booty. Anyway. And Favine Garments. So those look a little different now. Then we also, let's see, 20 and 32, so those are the same either way. But these are not enchanted, so we're going to go enchanted them. And we have two. So we have enough fragments to enchant them twice. And we're going to go over to here. And to learn a couple new skills, upgrade a bunch of skills. So part of the reason why I'm leveling up so quickly right now is because of the fact that I have, right now, I have that XP boost on. And with that, basically all it really does is it helps me level up way faster than I normally would. So, because of that, we're going to be able to get over leveled per se, so things are going to be really easy at the moment. But anyway, I think before we go ahead and talk to Isla and start the quest that's going to send us into the Bastion of Loke, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the night. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thanks for watching and sticking around through this video. Always remember, like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon.